How's it going, everyone? This is Mike back with my recap of WWE NXT Takeover Brooklyn. I thought the show was awesome. Just gonna go through the matches, break them down real quick, let you know what I thought of them, and I wonder what you guys think as well. If you watch the show, let me know what you thought of the matches in the comments below. So, the show started out with Tyler Breeze and Houston Thunder Liger. They had some pretty cool spots in this match, like the surfboard stretch. I love that Liger grabbed Tyler Breeze's selfie stick and was messing around with that. Some awesome rolling kicks. The somersault plancha off the ring apron was great. And then Liger bomb. Houston Thunder Liger won. When we did the predictions on the Classic Wrestling Cast, we actually predicted that Tyler Breeze would win. And I'll have a link to that podcast in the description below this video. Anyway, Houston Thunder Liger wins. Pretty good match. We move into the NXT Tag Team title match between the Vaudevillains and Blake and Murphy. So Blake and Murphy come out, or the Vaudevillains come out with nobody, just themselves. Blake and Murphy come out. Blake and Murphy come out with Alexa Bliss. Alexa says that the Vaudevillains probably found nobody to help them, and then Blue Pants came out to a pretty big pop. The match was pretty good. They had some awesome Blue Pants chants, even a Blue Pants City chant at one point. English hit an awesome double arm drag. I think Blake pulled him onto the apron at one point. There was that awesome double neck breaker from Blake and Murphy. And then there was a part where they were going for a superplex, and Blake and Murphy tried to get to the top, and then Gotch actually slammed both Blake and Murphy down. English hit an awesome senton off the top. Swanton if you're a Jeff Hardy fan, I guess. Bliss and Blue Pants got into it, and then they hit the Whirling Dervish, and we have new NXT Tag Team Champions. We moved into the next match. That match was pretty good. I think. Let me see. I'll probably give that like a 3.5 out of 5. Probably maybe 4, 3.5 probably. The Breeze Liger match probably a 3.5 also. Moved into Ty Dillinger and Apollo Crews, or Uhaa Nation as he was known in known in the Indies. He's known for being super fast and super agile for somebody of his size. And it was a pretty good match. He had some awesome enziguris, some corner splashes. And then, he hit the standing moonsault. And I was reading on Twitter that they kind of toned down his moves a little bit. Maybe as he develops in NXT, they'll use some of his other moves later on. I remember when Hideo Itami came in, he would always tease the GTS. And I think he's only done it a handful of times since he's been in NXT. I know he did it at the NXT right before WrestleMania. He did it against, I think it was Tyler Breeze. But so hopefully, a lot of his other moves will start being used more often as he continues in NXT. We moved into Baron Corbin and Samoa Joe. Super physical match, like a lot of just brawling at one point. I think on our show we predicted, my co-host predicted Samoa Joe would win. Samoa Joe did win this match. I was predicting it would go to like a double disqualification or a count out or something like that, where Baron Corbin and Samoa Joe were just on the outside, just wailing on each other and pretty much not paying any attention to the 10 count from the referee. But super physical match. Samoa Joe went for the Conquia clutch, or however you pronounce it, really early. Baron Corbin escaped that. Had some awesome shoulder blocks, and they threw him out of the ring. There's a part where Samoa Joe was going to go for a suicide dive, and Baron Corbin just clocked him. Countered that. Some splashes, nice half crab. Samoa Joe put him in a crossface, and at one point pulled Baron Corbin's arm back so he couldn't reach the ropes, or anything like that. He got tripped on the apron, and then they just kept trading punches. The end of days got blocked, and then Joe won with the Conquia clutch. Next up, Stephanie McMahon came out to introduce the women's title match between Bayley and Sasha Banks. They had a pretty good video package set up for this, describing like the history of the NXT women and all that. Probably my match of the night is probably this match. They had great entrances for both. Looks like Bayley had on the polka dots as a tribute to Dusty Rhodes, and Sasha Banks rolled in with like a whole crew of bodyguards and rolled in a car. Pretty cool. I even commented on Twitter, if they're willing to do that kind of entrance for her on NXT, imagine when Sasha Banks gets to WrestleMania, what kind of awesome entrance she's going to have. But great spots in this match. Awesome match. There was, like a springboard elbow drop onto the ropes, the top rope arm drag. Bayley did the the sliding kick through the corner of the ring, and then Sasha Banks tried a couple times to do the corner knee stomp, and actually ended up doing it on the very top rope. She usually has them on like the middle rope, and then goes over the top. She actually had Bayley on the very top and came off the top of that when she actually did it. It was amazing. Some amazing heel tactics from Sasha Banks in this match, like her unraveling Bayley's bandages, and at one point putting Bayley's fingers in between the ring and the ring steps, and then kicking the ring steps into her fingers. That was great. When Sasha Banks had Bayley in the bank statement, it was great because Bayley was trying to reach the bottom rope, and Sasha Banks then took her leg and was just stomping on Bayley's hand to prevent her from grabbing the ropes or anything like that. Awesome thing is Bayley ended up reversing the bank statement and actually applying the bank statement to Sasha Banks, so using her own move against her. That was awesome. There was some more like dives to the outside. Sasha Banks actually went over the top rope with Bayley's hand and like guillotined it across the top rope. And Sasha Banks took some damage from that move as well. And then Bayley had like a flurry of attacks. Bayley tried to go for the Bayley to belly, and Sasha Banks actually kicked out of that. And then it looks like Bayley was going for like a top rope, like Frankensteiner kind of move, and she got shoved off. She looked like she landed pretty hard on her neck from that. After that, the match continued a while. Bayley hit some. The closest thing I can say was it was a reverse Frankensteiner, and then hit the Bayley to belly to win the match. Match was awesome. Match of the night, and then Becky Lynch and Charlotte came out to congratulate Bayley, and then at the end, Sasha Banks was still there as well, and they had all four of them, giving the four horsewomen sign and all that. Amazing match. It was my match of the night, and then we moved on to the NXT title match between Finn Balor and Kevin Owens. Another great match. They had like Finn Balor hit like the foot stomp pretty early, not the coup de grace, but like a mini coup de grace, I guess you can call it. Kevin Owens hit the the cannonball, and then in my notes I had that the crowd started the Sami Zayn ole 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 chants, and as soon as they did that, it looked like Kevin Owens grabbed his shoulder like it was injured, kind of to mock Sami Zayn. So great heel tactics from Owens still. Balor hit the sling blade pretty early as well. There was a part where Finn Balor was pinned against the outside of the ring with a ladder, and it looked like Kevin Owens was teasing a cannonball on that ladder, and then ran up and stopped it. The announcer said he was just playing mind games. It would have been cool to see that move, though. And then, they started attacking each other. I think one of them got hit with the part of the table that, they always pull off before they start breaking the table down. They had Balor hit an awesome drop kick on Owens. Like Owens was holding a ladder and Balor drop kicked the ladder into him. Pop-up powerbomb off the ladder was amazing. Owens hit the apron powerbomb as well. And near the end, there was a ladder set up in the ring that they were standing on, and a ladder that was hooked into the corner and the other part of the ladder. So it was, if you remember Money in the Bank 2014, the ladder was kind of set up in the same way when Seth Rollins went over the top of the ladder and landed on the ladder that was between the ropes. It was kind of like that, and Kevin Owens was setting up for the Fisherman Driver suplex thing onto that ladder. It got blocked by Finn Balor, and then Kevin Owens went to the outside, and Finn Balor was about to grab the title, and then saw that Owens was laying there, hits a coup de grace off the top of the ladder, gets hurt in the process as well, but not enough to lose the match, so he ends up going to the top, grabbing the title. Finn Balor retains. Again, this will probably be Kevin Owens' last match in NXT, as with Sasha Banks, because they're both on the main roster right now anyway. But overall, an amazing show. We have SummerSlam tomorrow night, and I think it's going to be Takeover Brooklyn is going to be a tough act to follow for the main roster. I'm going to be interested to see if they can pull it off, and after SummerSlam, I'll be back on here with a recap of that as well. But NXT Takeover Brooklyn, an amazing event. Probably my favorite NXT Takeover event so far. Bayley and Sasha Banks tore the house down. An amazing match. Balor and Owens was also awesome. The other matches were all good too. I don't think there was any matches that were really not good. So overall, 2 thumbs up on Takeover Brooklyn. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you tomorrow night with the SummerSlam recap, and have a good one.